All right. Welcome. Fade to Black breaking news for this Monday, April 21st, 2025. This is all of the news that you need. All right. So, installed new electrical at the house. Got that done and turned around this weekend and flew out to the East Coast for a quick meeting. Yeah, I did it in person. Turned around, jumped on a plane, got back to Los Angeles, and I was gone for about 24 hours. And I got here in time yesterday to see The Last of Us last night and that heartbreaking episode with Pablo Pascal. And I didn't see it coming. And apparently, it's part of the game. This is a show based on the game, of course. I didn't play the game. I know nothing about the game. I'm just watching the show. Didn't see that coming. And I jumped on the web last night. I was like, what? And apparently, it is staying in line with the game. But wow, that caught me by surprise. So, anyway, I'm back in Los Angeles, ready for another brand new week here on Fade to Black. And tonight, Peter Benson is with us. We're going to be talking about his work into higher frequencies for us. I've known Peter for a long time. This is going to be a great show. So tune in tonight. Tomorrow night, Ray Hernandez is with us. We're going to be talking about his Beyond UFOs study. Wednesday night, Captain Ron Janix is here. Good friend of mine. We're going to be talking about, he's the producer of Contact in the Desert. So we're going to be talking about this year's conference, of course, and also his take on the state of disclosure. And then Thursday night, it's the return of Jason Martell. I've called the show Ancient Aliens. Jason and I have been close friends for a very, very long time. And the conversation is going to go where it is going to go. I think he's fresh off his Ancient Aliens live tour, and we will talk about that too as well. Now, I do have 4 major events coming up, starting with, not this week, but next week, the Contact Modalities Expo. This is May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, 2025, Delavan, Wisconsin, Delavan Lake. Links are below. And then I come back for Contact in the Desert. That is May 29th through June 2nd, right here in Palm Springs, California. Like I said, we'll be talking about that with Captain Ron Janix later on this week. Then I head south to Peru for the Inca Celebration of the Sun with Brian Forrester, one of 2 trips to Peru I am doing this year. This is the first one. Second one is in November. You want to change your life? Click on that link below for Hidden Inca Tours. Then back to the United States for the PSI Games. That's right, the Psychic Olympics, August 1st through the 3rd, 2025 in Charlottesville, Virginia. The Psychic Olympics. All right, the links for that are below. Let's get to it. On this day in history, 1895, Woodville Latham and his sons, Otway and Gray, demonstrate their, are you ready? Panopticon, the first movie projector developed in the United States way back in 1895. Here's your fader fact. In Egypt, it is considered incredibly rude to salt food that has been served to you. And that is your fader fact. All right, let's get to the breaking news. Pope Francis has died at the age of 88. He had a stroke last night after Easter celebrations from his wheelchair. Had a stroke last night and died. Now, a secretive vote will be held to elect the next pope within the Sistine Chapel, the home of the conclave. Those ballot papers are burned after the votes have been cast. I will keep everybody posted and the news on the conclave and when that starts. All right. SpaceX launched its 3rd fleet of spy satellites in just 8 days. They did this yesterday. its 10th mission of the year in support of the National Reconnaissance Office, the United States spy satellite agency. The fleet of Star Shield satellites built by SpaceX and Northrop Grumman were aboard a Falcon 9 rocket that launched from Vandenberg Space Force Base right here in California at 5:29 a.m. Pacific time yesterday. Humanoid robots just ran alongside actual humans in a half marathon in the Chinese capital on Saturday. Only 6 robots reportedly successfully completed the entire course. Some collapsed face down during the latter part of the race, with one robot's head becoming completely detached from its body. Now, the good news, well, it looks like I don't have to be worried about being chased down by an armed Black Mirror droid. Yeah, his head's going to fall off. Don Pettit, NASA's oldest active astronaut, just returned to Earth on his, check this, his 70th birthday. Don wrapped up a 7-month mission aboard the International Space Station, and that is absolutely incredible. NASA's Punch mission launched March 12th, sending up a constellation of 4 Earth-orbiting satellites with the goal of studying how the sun's activity influences the space environment around Earth. This week, the 4 satellites opened their cameras and captured their first light images. The snapshots show that the cameras are both in focus and working as expected, allowing the mission to move forward. All right, are you ready? And finally, I'll leave you with this. AI scraping the internet has reproduced an error that's made its way into dozens of research papers. So, what is vegetative electron microscopy? Well, I'm glad you asked, because it's nothing. It sounds technical, but it's complete nonsense. But here's the big deal. It's turning up in scientific papers and peer-reviewed journals. Artificial intelligence pulled it from parallel columns of text in a 1959 paper on bacterial cell walls, reading 2 unrelated lines of text as one sentence. AI replicated it across the web, and now it's so embedded that it can't be removed, permanently cemented in AI knowledge bases. Vegetative electron microscopy, the new science that's junk, brought to you courtesy of ChatGPT. Now, how many peer-reviewed and published papers have used it? A lot. And there's more to come. And I'll keep you posted. Seriously. There you go. There's all the Fade to Black breaking news that you need for this Monday, April 21st, 2025. Fade to Black breaking news is produced by Renee Neumann. I'm Jimmy Church. I want to remind everybody that tonight on Fade to Black, kicking off a brand new week, Peter Benson is here. We're going to be talking about his work into higher frequencies. All of that and much more tonight on Fade to Black. But for now, all I've got is Go Beckley Tappy.